Isn't it remarkable how for years Republicans were screaming conspiracy theories about Hunter Biden, saying that he took bribes from foreign countries and that the United States is compromised, and now we just learned today that Donald Trump accepted a Boeing 747 from Qatar for $400 million, a $400 million gift that he will use as Air Force One while he's president, and then when he leaves office, he will use that plane in his private capacity. I mean, is that not just the most blatant bribe you've ever seen in American politics, where an elected official is just being given this multi-million, $100 million plane just for fun? And Republicans are silent about it. They scream falsehoods about Hunter Biden for years, and now we see like actual gifts being given to elected officials from foreign countries, and there's no word. Nobody cares on the right. It's just a tremendous amount of hypocrisy and a really concerning development, the fact that, you know, Trump is just getting this plane. I mean, like, what are we doing in American politics where people think that this is okay? It's disgraceful. It really is.
Not gifted to Trump. Stop misstating. It makes us look bad. I'm not the one that's making us look bad. Trump is doing that all on his own. And okay, we can be semantics. We can get into the semantics of it. Yes, it is being temporarily gifted to the Department of Defense. And then what happens after Trump leaves office? It's going to the Trump Presidential Library, which is where? Where is that exactly? That's right. It's not built yet. It's not built. It is still under consideration of where they're going to have it. It's like it's some digital thing right now that they are still trying to plan. They're looking at building it in Florida, where it could be close to like Mar-a-Lago, but it's not built. Do we think it's going to be built in the next 3 years? I believe they're still building President Obama's. So I don't think it's even going to be done. So let's speculate. Is that a better word? Can we speculate what's going to happen after Trump is out of office? Where is that plane going to go? Where is it going to reside? Who is going to be using it? Is it just going to sit in a hangar somewhere? You really think that we should believe that Trump's never going to use that again? That he's going to have access to this luxury jet that we have spent hundreds of millions, $100 million of taxpayer monies for his use for the next 3.5 years? I mean, how long is it even going to take to get those modifications done? Go ahead and live in that bubble if you want, that it's never going to be flown again, that he's never going to use it, and it's actually going to be at some presidential library location for the rest of its existence. But the rest of us know that Trump is a pathological liar, and he would rather be up in the air with his luxury little jet.
President Trump was just gifted a free plane from Qatar. Now, why is this a big deal? Because there's a disagreement. Some are saying, take the plane, it's free. And then others are saying, he cannot take the plane. So what's up with the plane? Qatar has a long track record of funding terrorism. Like a, here's $2 billion for Hamas kind of terrorism. Also, under the Foreign Gifts and Decorations Act, U.S. officials can't legally accept gifts from foreign governments if they're worth more than $415, unless Congress approves it. Obviously, this isn't a mug, it's a luxury jet. The counter-argument is that the jet is technically not for Donald Trump. It's part of a $200 billion defense deal. Technically for the Pentagon, Trump's just front row at the ribbon cutting. Either way, Trump is doing a lot of good on his Middle Eastern tour, like signing business deals with Saudi Arabia, who are counterbalancing Iranian influence in the region. Saudi Arabia, good. Trump doing business with them, good. So let's not negate all of that good progress by signing shady deals with Qatar. But I don't know, maybe we can trust them. Senator Kennedy said it best.
I trust Qatar like I trust a rest stop bathroom. If they want to be friendly, I want to be friendly back. But with those guys, you know, trust in God, but tie up your camel.
I can't stand to drown in all of these liberal tears. So Democrats are mad again. Tell me something I don't know. So we all know that President Trump traveled to Saudi Arabia and met with the royal family. And during his stay, they rolled out the royal carpet. Yes, fit for a king. Something no U.S. president ever got to endure. And during that stay, it was announced that they gifted President Trump a new plane. Kind of a new old plane. It's about 3 years old, but it's worth $600 million. Now they gifted, not personally to him, but to his presidency. So he'll use it as Air Force One. And liberals are pissed. At this point, it's not hard to piss liberals off. If that man farts wrong, they're going to be upset about it. I mean, just last month, they was mad that he wore a blue suit at the Pope's funeral. Mind you, there was hundreds of people in the crowd wearing a blue suit as well. Talk about selective rage. Even Sleepy Joe, who attended the funeral, wore a blue suit. But here's this man trying to cut costs and save American taxpayers, something that somebody else didn't do the last 4 years. Here we're getting gifted a brand new $600 million plane that taxpayers don't have to pay for. And liberals are mad about it. At this point, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Here's some news you want to hear. President Trump was just offered a $400 million jet. Not from a U.S. company, but from the royal family of Qatar. It's a Boeing 747-8, full luxury, bedrooms, lounges, gold everywhere. Why, you say? Because Boeing is dragging its feet on the new Air Force One. So Qatar offered this jet as a temporary solution. Trump didn't ask for it. He didn't buy it. He's not keeping it. It will be used strictly for presidential duties. And when he leaves office, he does not get to keep it. Plus, Congress has to approve it anyway. But obviously, that hasn't stopped the left from melting down. They're screaming about the emoluments clause in the Constitution, which says presidents cannot accept gifts from foreign governments. That's fair. But again, Trump isn't accepting this personally. He's not putting it in the garage next to Trump Force One. Meanwhile, allegedly, Joe and Hunter Biden got millions from foreign countries. But that's totally fine, apparently. The hypocrisy is kind of insane. This plane isn't about luxury. It's about fixing delays and getting the job done. That's what real leadership looks like. And that's why they can't stand Trump. Entertainment purposes only.
You know what I just thought about? Maybe Qatar giving us this plane, he's just trying to do what we're all trying to do. So when that plane magically goes down, I ain't gonna be mad. Then we can all thank Qatar for his service. Fingers crossed JD Vance is with him. And Kristi Noem. And Pam Bondi. Let's just hope the entire cabinet, or whatever you call those people that he, elected, you know, the ones that all work at Fox News. Oh yeah, Pete Hegsworth. Let's hope he's in there too. Mike Walsh. Fingers crossed they're just all on that plane that Qatar has given to them. And then Qatar is like, cut it. Take it down. That is what I'm hoping for, okay? Manifestation. A girl can dream, right?